of my biggest fears is spiders. Today, I decided to become part of my fear. Hi, I'm Fox, and I'm here today to show you how to achieve this. So before diving into the whole makeup look itself, we have some things we have to do before we put them on face, which includes creating the latex thing you will be attaching to your face, adding a little bit of spiders, creating the teeth. So I started out by creating the teeth that I would be putting into the latex, and I chose to go with using some fake nail tips. This is incredibly easy. All you need is some fake nails. You get some scissors and you cut them up into small pieces. And here you can let your fantasy run wild. I decided to go with very sharp teeth that look like broken glass, but you can also go ahead and create bigger teeth. It all depends on what you want your overall makeup look to be in the end. If you go with creating bigger teeth that actually represent teeth, then you will have the leftover snippets anyway. That's what you can put on the side in case you decide to go with what I did of having them be a little more sharper. When we have the teeth done and ready, we move on to creating the actual latex part that we will be putting on our face. All you need in this case is some sort of spatula, or in my case I'm using a knife because I do not have one. You need liquid latex, some cotton wipes, tissue paper or toilet paper, and that is it. You need a surface where to put your latex on, and I chose to go with the Ziploc bag that my fake nails came in. I do have a spider option laid right next to the place where I would putting my face piece. You just dip a cotton bud in the latex, the spider itself in latex as well, and you just place it on the Ziploc bag, and that's it. You put the spider in it and it will dry up and stay that way, that you can later afterwards use somewhere to put on your face or your body, wherever you wish to. Then I started out to creating the face piece. I took a piece of toilet paper, you rip it apart and you set aside the thin layer that you will be using. There is no precision needed in this part when creating the face piece. Pour the latex in a container that you will easily be able to take out of using your knife or spatula, and you start putting the latex clear on the Ziploc. Put a layer of tissue paper on the latex, then put another layer of latex on top of it, and then keep adding more some tissue paper until you create the desired shape that you want to put on your face. My advice to you is put more tissue paper or the toilet paper, whatever you are using, in the middle of the creation, because you will be sticking the teeth in it. Then we move on to using the sharp pieces of plastic fake nails that we cut up before. Here I'm using tweezers to put the sharp shapes into the latex. You can go wild here, put in as many as you want to, or put in less that are bigger or smaller. It's all up to you how you want it to look. I left the latex creation to dry up overnight, and then in the morning I removed it. So in the next morning, when the latex creation was all dried up, I just went ahead, peeled up a little corner of the latex thing and just not ripped it off, but slowly removed it from the Ziploc bag. Now when we have created our teeth, our latex mold, and we have some option of spiders on the side, we now move on to creating the whole makeup look. I have washed and moisturized my face and primed the top part of the whole face, and that will be where the main part of the makeup will be going, as the bottom part will be reserved for the latex and the teeth. I went ahead and put some foundation on my face, mainly on the top part, and I did go over my brows as I will be using eyeshadow products later on them. After foundation is done, I moved on to priming my eyelids, and you can use whichever eyeshadow primer is your favorite. Then when I had some base put on my face, I went ahead and got some contour shade. I put the contour mainly under my cheekbones where I usually do it on a daily basis. Do not want to leave some sharp edges for the contour. So take a clean brush, blend it out a little bit to the top part of it. After I had done all the things that I just mentioned, I felt like I needed a little bit more contour down towards my lips. So I added a little bit more. Now, taking the same contouring product I used for my cheekbones, I'm taking it to the crease of my eyes because I want to give them a little bit more depth. And again, using a clean brush, blend it all out so there are no rough edges left. Then moving on to the eyebrows. As you can see, I'm starting out with brow powder product I use on the daily basis to carve out the bottom part of my eyebrows. Let your fantasy run wild. I made my eyebrows with a little bit bigger arch than I usually have, and after the bottom line for the eyebrows was done, I moved on to taking a bluish violet eyeshadow tone and starting to carve out the eyebrow top part and filling them in. I used an angled brush and slowly worked on the eyebrows to give them the desired pigmentation and the color payoff. After I had achieved the desired shape of the eyebrows, I took the same brush and moved on to a little bit shiny violet eyeshadow color. I blended it in the starting point of my eyebrows to create a little bit more fade, only in a different color to match my roots. When you are satisfied with your brows, it is time to move on to the eyes. I went ahead and put some concealer on my hand, dipped some brush in it and carved out that bottom part of the eyebrows to be as precise as possible. Then after I'm done with the bottom part of the eyebrows, I do not dip in for more concealer on the hand. I just take what is left over on the brush and carefully go around the top part of the eyebrows as well. Then I take white eyeshadow and I set the concealer under my brows with a fluffy brush. Now I'm taking a shiny light lilac color eyeshadow and putting it in the inner corners of my eyes to give it a little bit more violety lilac-y shade. Build it up until you are satisfied with the color payoff on your eyelids. To deepen the purple a little bit more, I'm taking a different purple shade and putting it on top of the same inner corner. Don't be scared to blend out the inner corner. Then when we are satisfied with our inner eye corners, we move on to the glitter glue. I put some glitter glue on top of my brush and I put it in places where I want the glitter to adhere. Then I went ahead and chose blue shiny glitter and I put it on the same brush and then put it in the places where I put the glitter glue on. And when the blue glitter was on, I went ahead and chose to put in some silvery reflecting a little bit bigger glitter than the blue one and put it in the same spots where I did put the blue glitter on. Then when the initial glitter has adhered to the places where the glitter glue is on, there's none left on the brush, I want to achieve the glitter fallout effect. Then I went ahead and put some beige highlighter on top of the glitter, which muted it down a little bit more. Then I put some glitter glue on my pinky finger, then put some glitter on the brush once more and lightly put it in the same spots. Then I went ahead and took the same purple shade I used previously and put it in my inner corners even more. Then I'm taking the same purple, blending it out to the bottom part of my eyelashes. Then digging back into the blue violet shade I used for my eyebrows, I am putting it on the lower lash line and blending it and then dragging it out, sort of creating a cat eye. Then when I was satisfied with the initial shape of it, I took another clean brush and blended. I am now taking a gel eyeliner and a brush that I prefer using. I'm carving out a sharp eyeliner line. Now take your time with this. Now my hands were very shaky and I messed up on the other eye. So what I did was added a little bit more of the gel eyeliner and carved out the initial one line to be two lines. And that is very easy to do. You just add up some more gel eyeliner and create a parallel line to the one you already have. Then I put some more concealer on my hand, went in with the same brush I used for the bottom of my eyebrows and filled in the space between the two lines of eyeliner. Then I took the same brush I used for the eyeliner at the beginning and tried to fix the lines. Repeated the same thing on the other eye. In case if you mess up one more time, don't worry, dip the brush into the concealer one more time, fix it up a little bit more. When we are done with the eyeliner, give a little bit of color underneath the sharp line. Now I'm taking some cream highlighter and then I move on to using a powder highlighter. After peeling the latex from the Ziploc bag, I went ahead and used some water-activated body paints and painted the teeth, the fake nail part, white. Take the mold that you created or the shape of the latex and see where you want it to be. Try to move it around your face, see where it is more comfortable for you to use. Now I am using spirit gum. Before you apply the latex to your face with spirit gum, please make sure that you test out how your skin reacts to spirit gum being put on it. Always have the alternative to use eyelash glue. I apply it all over the latex part that I will be putting on my face. Then when all of the pieces are put on the face, I go ahead and use the same foundation I used previously. Then I go ahead and use the water-activated body paints in black, a different brush that I'm not scared to ruin, and I start creating a black part under my cheek. After I have done my bottom lip, I move on to painting in the edges, the outer edges of the latex. I dragged out the black up to my ear as well. Then after I am done with the initial black around the latex parts, I'm moving on to using spiders. I cut one spider in half and put the top part of the spider into my ear. Now I took whole spiders, put it all over my jawline, chose a fluffy brush, a black eyeshadow, and filled in some spots to blend it out a little bit more so that it looks more even. After the jawline is done, I go ahead and fill the black on my neck, all with spiders. Then use some mascara and put it on my top lashes and bottom lashes as well. Then the next part is very optional. If you want to, you can add some fake eyelashes. I decided that I was not satisfied with the middle part right here on my face. I used some more of the latex creation we had previously, cut off a little piece that matched empty space between one cheek and the mouthpiece. And here I am using a dripping blood. Take a brush, dip it into the fake blood and applied it to the parts where I have the latex on. I also did not forget about my earpiece. Then as you can see here, I'm just filling in some blank spots with the blood between the spiders. Around the edges of my nostrils, I put some blood as well. I will be cutting up some spider legs and putting them into my nostril. Here, instead of using spirit gum, I'm using the eyelash adhesive. I took a spider leg and put it into my nostril. And there you go. That's the completed look. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope to see you next time. Bye!